Queen Naomi appreciates Ooni of Ife for rescuing her and Tadenikawo in the Lekki Mansion. You know that one thing I love so much about Kabiyesi right now is that he is trying everything within his power to keep to his promise to Queen Naomi. You know that on the course of begging Queen Naomi to return back to him, they said he made a promise to Queen Naomi that while Queen Naomi was in the palace before, that he was there as a king to Queen Naomi, that he was never acting as a husband. And that is why people were able to destroy their marriage. Yes, so because had it been he is acting as a husband, that he would have been there to protect the marriage and protect Queen Naomi. And what happened wouldn't have happened. But right now, that no matter what the situation may look like, he is going to be a king and a husband and Queen Naomi's life partner. And they said ever since he made that promise, even though things are not the way we expected it to be, but they said the king is trying everything within his power to ensure that Queen Naomi and Tadenikawo are covered and protected. And that is why if you fight Queen Naomi or Tadenikawo, you will have Kabiyesi to contend with. And that is how a husband should be, protecting his wife and their children at all costs. So right now, we have heard how a lot of people are suffering in Lekki right now over the attack of the flood. They said Kabiyesi's mansion is not an exception. Some days ago, they said Queen Naomi was unable to move in and out of the place. She was just in. She couldn't go out. It was a very big deal, over the fact that everywhere was flooded with water. And this is one thing that the people that lives in Lekki Mansion are suffering right now. Many people that have property there, at this by this time of the year, this is one thing they suffer so much. And sometimes this thing ended up claiming lives and all of that. And that is why people are looking for solutions. But I know that the reason it is so is because that place is a water area. And most houses, they said it is water that they use sand and the stone to cover before they build houses there. Even though they said Kabiyesi's house that they have to, it is somehow hill. The house is constructed in some hilly area, something of that nature. But even at that, water is still disturbing them. That this particular one that affected them was too much, that Kabiyesi have to find a solution to it by employing this Julius Berger to come and construct a drainage system, a very big one. They said they have a drainage system there, but it's obvious that that one is no longer effective. It is not accommodating enough water, and for that reason, they needed a big one. And right now, the Kabiyesi have contacted the Julius Berger company to come and construct a very big drainage system behind the building, behind Lekki Mansion, And one good thing about this is that in as much as it might not stop the water completely, but at least it will be better that even if no matter how heavy it rained, that they can still come out and go their daily activities. So, and another good thing is about this is that people around that premises will also benefit from this, because I believe that if the drainage system is effective enough, it is going to help both few houses that surrounded that particular Lekki mansion. So is indeed a great news, a good one at that. The Queen Naomi was very, very happy on hearing that Kabiyesi have contacted the Julius Berger's company to come and do a great job there. And they said he was praising Kabiyesi, oh, call me, my husband, my sweetheart, the best man, the best daddy, the great king. Queen Naomi have her way with ways, whenever she wants to praise her husband. That is one thing she does so well, more than these other wives. I don't know if you have watched the last birthday, the last Kabiyesi's birthday that Queen Naomi organized while she was in the palace, before she left the palace. Go and check that video. You will see how Queen Naomi was praising Kabiyesi. She was just praising him, praising him, praising him. She's very good at that, seriously. And that is how she feels about Kabiyesi. One thing we do know is that you see Queen Naomi loves Kabiyesi so dearly. And that is why, upon all that is happening, she is still patiently waiting for her husband. And right now, the husband too is making efforts to ensure that they come back together and live as husband and wife that will be inseparable. The Kabiyesi is making every effort to ensure that promises that they made to themselves 14 centuries ago. I don't know if you have watched that video. I don't know if you have heard about it. They said these two, they are 14th centuries reincarnated lovers. They made a promise to themselves that they are going to be inseparable. And something happened that the young king there, they said it was a relationship between a young king and a young princess. And these two, they love themselves, die. They say no be small thing. But the envy and jealousy, the same way they are envying Kabiyesi on the throne right now, that is how they envied him then. But then he was just a young prince. And something happened that they have to murder the guy in a cold blood. And they said the princess, on the other hand, cried and cried and cried. And they made a promise to the guy in death that she is not going to get married to another, that she will she is going to join him, and in their next life they are going to continue with the love, and they are going to be inseparable, that nothing will ever separate them in their next life, no matter how the fight may be. That was what they said the princess promised the prince on while he was buying. So, and they said the princess have to move into a bush. She moves to a bush, a forest. She did not live amongst women again because she is heartbroken. She was shattered, she was heartbroken and all of that. So they said after like 7 years in that forest, living alone, I'm sure the spirit of the young prince will always be there with her. They say she passed on. Then in this generation, they decided to reincarnate, and they are Kabiyesi and Queen Naomi. As we are told, though, allegedly. Don't forget that these are all alleged information. And here again, people are trying everything within their power to separate them again. But they are saying no, no, no. And to tell you that the gods are with them, the gods join them with a strong bond, which is Tadenikawo. And now they are fighting to come back together again, even though they have many forces fighting their reunion. But I believe that in due time, God is going to do it. They say Queen Naomi was very, very happy as she appreciates Kabiyesi for saving her and Tadenikawo once again from the attack of the flood. Thanks for watching. I want to remind you that these are all alleged information, okay? Tell me what to think about it on the comment section. Give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. Bye.